I spent most of my life chasing a dream I no longer want. And that's not something I ever thought I would say. Because for years, this dream shaped my identity. It influenced my values, my decisions, and the kind of life I thought I was meant to live. But somewhere along the way, I changed. And I want to share that story in case you're carrying a dream that no longer fits the woman you've become. Growing up, I lived in a regular neighborhood, but I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' 20-acre farm. And every time we visited, something in me just lit up. The land, the animals, the quiet. It felt like magic. It felt like home. That farm shaped me in ways I didn't even realize until much later. It planted this dream deep in my heart that one day I'd raise my own family on a farm. That we'd live off the land, grow our food, be surrounded by animals, and live that kind of rich, rooted life. And from that point on, everything I did, every choice I made, was a step toward that dream. Even when my husband and I got married, we both had this vision, and we shaped our entire life around it. We lived in a converted school bus for almost 2 years. We spent time visiting different farms, learning, exploring, thinking, is this the life we're meant for? That dream, it wasn't just a dream. It was who I was. But in time, people changed. I was stepping away from who that version of me was long before I even realized it. When we moved into this little house, I still carried that dream with me. I thought maybe we'd turn our quarter-acre backyard into a homestead. And some women do that so beautifully. And it brings them so much purpose and joy. For so many years, I spent countless hours daydreaming and planning for the future that felt just out of reach. I researched everything. Self-sufficiency, off-grid living, homesteading, hoping to slowly build the life I'd always dreamed of. But while I was busy chasing that dream, I was missing out on the life that was happening right in front of me. The most important work I would ever do was already here, in the sweet faces of my children. Even as a stay-at-home mom, sometimes I felt more like a full-time dreamer, always looking ahead instead of truly seeing what was right in front of me. I wish I had realized sooner how draining it was to carry a dream so far away, something that felt impossible to reach. Over time, my heart started to outgrow that dream, even if my mind wasn't quite ready to let go. I now see that the Lord has been gently guiding my heart towards this change for months. And it wasn't until recently I surrendered and let go. As I leaned more into slow living, I started asking different questions. Not, can I do this, but do I want to do this? And the more I sat with it, the more I realized what I'm really craving right now is to just be still, trusting in the Lord to guide my steps and carry my family into the next season of life. Room to live slow and close, to pour into my little ones, to tend to the life we already have. Not to add more, to manage, but to deepen what's already here. So I let it go. Not put it on hold, not maybe someday. I truly let it go. And in doing that, something unexpected happened. I felt free, like a burden had been lifted off of me. For the first time in a long time, a really long time. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not striving toward a future that doesn't fit anymore. I'm just here, living in the moment, and it feels really good to not have a big dream hovering over me. No plan to build, no dream to chase. Maybe someday a new dream will come, but for now, I'm just being still, being thankful for everything I have now. If any part of my story resonated with you, especially if you're carrying a dream that feels like it's changing or no longer fits who you are, I want to invite you to take a moment and reflect on that. Sometimes letting go is the most freeing step we can take. Thank you so much for being here with me today in this conversation. If you'd like to walk this journey of slow living and intentional motherhood together, I'd love for you to subscribe and join this community. I'll see you in the next one.